it's mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Action sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Throwing on second and long. Lance, he'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's to the 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Sermon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he has the first down before he's tackled and defined.
They'll probably know these runs individually added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Lance looking to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Safe.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Lance to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jordan. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 27, Lance. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know the division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Watson. He'll check this down to Hines. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
And isn't it funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get to field goal range. This to Hines on the drop-off. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
White 51. 3 buzz.
A final shot before half for Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watson, off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
58's the money. 58's the money. Big set.
From the 22, Lance. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Flushed out right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
58, right?
They hand it off to Mostert.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. A big play there on the catch and run.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
58's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
The Lance going to throw. Dancing to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Danny Amendola on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll check this down to Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Lance now on first down. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now goal for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 6 there on first. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4 yards remain for second down. Faking the give. Now Watson. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, with 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Working with a 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58.
They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Watson's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're up. And now here's another interception. Picked by Marcel Harris. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dee Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.